Leave your husband. Leave your husband.
But here's something I hope you understand. You know I got some brothers, more than a few. They found out and they're coming for you, 'cause you blacked my eye, you low down, no good man.
So, does your husband or your boyfriend refusing to go to the store to buy you period products, pads, tampons, does that mean that he has a fragile ego? Is it a red flag? There's a discussion going on TikTok as usual as to whether these things are a red flag or not. I do believe that it is a red flag. I do believe that anything that has to do with a woman, if it disgusts a man, it's a red flag. I never understood why men don't like going to the grocery store or to the store to get feminine products, because they know that the entire world knows that they're not for you. But I would be more embarrassed to go get condoms. I know that's weird, but I've never bought condoms, y'all, from the grocery store. I don't know. Let me know if it's just me. It's just, I would never go into a sex shop and buy like a dildo or sex toys. That was always embarrassing to me, even though I know people have sex, but I just look at it as like, look at these freaky frogs like in these stores. But I believe that it is a problem if you can't get him to go to the store for you, but that's just my own opinion. But let's get into what people are saying about this, and I'll be back later.
Ask a man to pick you up tampons and he says no, throw the entire man away, babe, okay? Oh, you're uncomfortable picking up feminine hygiene products? Well, I'm uncomfortable shedding my uterine lining and bleeding out of my genitals. I think you're gonna be okay picking up a box of tampons, babe.
My boyfriend refuses to buy me female products, pads, and now I'm upset. I'll make it short and sweet. Me, female 25, and my boyfriend, 28, been dating over 3 years. Yesterday we had a conversation through text about him going to the supermarket to get pasta because we were having people over and I was gonna cook. Mind you, he gets out of work before me and the supermarket is 3 minutes away from home. Everything was fine until I got my period right after I was about to leave my job and go home. So I texted him to please grab some pads for me, and his answer was, I'm not gonna do that. Then I said, I'm going home. They're on the personal hygiene aisle. I need them. His answer was, so go get them. And I replied, aren't you gonna go to the store? He said, yeah. So I replied, I'm telling you to please get it for me. And his answer was, I said, I'm not doing that, but you keep asking. And I ended the conversation by saying, okay, thanks. It's a very asshole-ish way to respond. Him, not her. Then he said that we shouldn't have people over tonight, which made me more upset. I ended up getting them myself while having pain and a bunch of toilet paper wrapped around my panties to not make a mess. I always say, it's not what you say, it's how you say it. If he feels uncomfortable, he could have said, I'm sorry, but that makes me uncomfortable, so I won't be able to do so. And I could see it with a different perspective. However, he is 28, and I think it's a very immature thing to be embarrassed about. And before you asked, this was my second time asking him. The first time he got it from me, no problem. But we were living at his mom's house, which she used to do everything for him. So at this point, I think she was the one who got it. Please help with an advice. My advice to you is, first off, it sounds like there's something going on in the background that we don't know about, because I feel like just because y'all live with his mom before, the first time you asked him, why would, now that y'all live together, he have like such a problem with going to get, I don't know. It sounds like we need more information to give you advice, but if this really is what it is, my advice would be to talk to him about it, first off, figure out what's going on, and then go from there. But you got to talk to him about it and see what the underlying issue is here, because it's clear that something else is going on in the background, and you need to find that out, or it's only going to get worse.
My boyfriend refuses to buy me female products, pads, and now I'm upset. Dude, that shit's gross. Way to go, dude.
Oh my God. Okay, let's go.
I'll make it short and sweet. Me, 25-year-old woman, and my boyfriend, 28-year-old man, have been dating for over 3 years. Yesterday, we had a conversation through text about him going to the supermarket to get pasta because we were having people over and I was going to cook. Mind you, he gets out of work before me and the supermarket is 3 minutes away from home. Everything was fine until I got my period right after I was about to leave my job and go home. I texted him to please grab some pads for me, and his answer was, "I'm not doing that." Then I said, "I'm going home. They are on the personal hygiene aisle. I need them." His answer was, "So go get them?" And I replied, "Aren't you going to the store?" He said, "Yeah." So I replied, "I'm telling you to please get it for me." And his answer was, "I said I'm not doing that, but you keep asking." And I ended the conversation by saying, "Okay, thanks." Then he said that we shouldn't have people over tonight, which made me more upset. I ended up getting them myself while having pain and a bunch of toilet paper wrapped around my panties to not make a mess. I always say it's not what you say, it's how you say it. If he feels uncomfortable, he could have said, "I'm sorry, but that makes me uncomfortable, so I won't be able to." And I could see it with a different perspective. However, he is 28, and I think it's a very immature thing to be embarrassed about. And before you ask, this was my second time asking him. The first time, he got it for me no problem, but we were living at his mom's house, which she used to do everything for him. So at this point, I think she was the one who got it.
Oh, boy.
Dude, what? Do I need to? Oh, yeah, I'll raise the flag.
I was going to go red flags and red pads.
I don't
but that's
understand.
Gross, I'm sorry.
I've never understood why guys are like embarrassed by the notion of buying pads. Because my takeaway is if a guy at a supermarket is buying pads, what people are going to think is, oh, you have a girlfriend or a wife or something.
Or a sister or a friend, and you're so nice for doing that.
Well,
for
I'm like, what do you think people? I just don't know what they think people are going to think.
Yeah.
Right? Like, what's the inference they're expecting?
Caring more about what a cashier at a grocery store thinks than the well-being and like comfort of your partner is kind of crazy.
Yeah.
You know?
And you know that cashiers are seeing crazy shit all day.
Yeah.
They don't care. They truly don't care.
Yeah, I think it's very nice that OP was like, if he had just said he was uncomfortable, like, I would have accepted that. I still would have been like, you should still clock that red flag for later.
Yeah.
Like, I get, if it's a boyfriend's or guy's or anyone's first time buying period products for somebody, being like, I've never done it before, I'm nervous, can you like, I don't know if I can. I'm nervous I'll get the wrong one or whatever.
Sure.
But it just doesn't sound like that's where he's at. And then the fact that he also was like, actually, we shouldn't have people over because we're basically have a wild lion in the house now because she's on her period and she's mad at me. Like,
Guy like me, I go to the store and go into the, tampon pad aisle even when my partner doesn't need them.
just peruse.
Yeah, I just study. Keep up on the tech.
Take a look at them.
Yeah, I take a look.
There's tech all the time.
I just want to make sure I know about them.
You're like, whoa,
There's been
new
some
model
upgrades I saw at the
Diva
supermarket.
Cups, Yeah. Oh, the Diva Cup model 10 looks really sleek.
Yeah.
That's just me, though.
Fun fact, if you're ever nervous about buying something at the grocery store about people judging you, you buy a birthday card with it. Or like it's like a prank or something. Like if you're nervous about buying a vibrator, or you're nervous about buying condoms or like enemas, you buy a birthday card with it. If it makes you be like, it's just a silly little gift.
You can buy enemas at the store?
At the pharmacy, yeah, there's enemas there.
I don't know why. I kind of started watching Grey's Anatomy recently, so I don't know why that just seemed like a serious medical procedure.
Yeah, no,
They
it's
make it
easier
seem
to
really
buy an
serious.
enema than birth control.
Wow. I'm going to go get one.
Go get one.
Just for fun.
Yeah.
Just for fun.
The first time I bought condoms, I remember being so embarrassed and so nervous and just being like, oh my God, this is crazy. And I, of course, go to the cashier and I just have the condoms there. And I probably bought some other things just to
Right.
and just, other stuff. But they, of course, some sort of not an error, but something where they had to then ask for assistance from something. So they literally held up the box. Mm-hmm. They're like, hey, what's the deal with this thing? Or something can I get a ring up on this? And just holding it up for the world to see. And me just
he's going to bed.
I had probably the funniest condom story I'll ever have over this most recent Christmas break. I was home in Idaho and at the gas station getting snacks. So I got a Twix, Diet Coke, and I was there with Raven. And I was like, okay, let's get some condoms. And went up to the register. And the person behind the register was like, are you Trevor from Mythical Kitchen? And I was
That's different.
I was like, yeah, dog, that's me. I was like, can I just, I'll take my tropical Skittles and condoms in a bag. Sure, yeah, give me the bag.
Oh my God.
Yeah, pretty brutal. Pretty brutal.
That hits
crazy.
different for sure.
Our fans don't know that any of us have sex. They don't know
test
that.
tube babies. Yeah.
That's going to be shocking for them.
Oh boy.
Some comments on this. If a dude cannot fathom the full extent of what happens in a vagina without being an idiot about it, he has no business entering one. Not the asshole. Find a boyfriend who respects women.
That comment, green flag.
Yeah.
Bada bing, bada boom.
Someone else said, someone who's not adult enough to buy something as trivial as pads or tampons isn't adult enough to be in a relationship. Someone else said, your boyfriend sucks. It doesn't happen often, but now and then my wife needs me to pick up pads or tampons when I'm out. Like any reasonable guy, I do it. Yeah, it's one of those things where, Reddit often jumps to like, get a new boyfriend, break up with them. But I have a hard time believing that this is an isolated thing.
Right.
That this is probably, a lot of his behavior is probably reflected in this. And it is also something of like, do you want to live with that forever?
Yeah.
A person who's not willing to do something for you, as simple as this,
Yeah.
I'm sure that's going to be the case for bigger things.
Bigger asks.
Exactly.
Yeah,
and it's just like, he's just not on your side.
Yeah, like if they eventually get married and want to have kids, like, is she going to be in this pregnancy alone? If that's the plan, like, it's microcosms of things down the road for sure.
Yeah. Update.
Update, he died.
When Shane says update.
I think we're about to get a lot more info on this guy.
Yeah.
That's exciting.
Have the red flags ready.
Okay.
We had a conversation last night, very long one, and I said everything I needed to say, including reading those text messages out loud to him, and he was in any way defensive. He called himself an asshole and recognized that what he said was really f***ed up. Here is a breakdown of his answers. His vapes and his vape ran out, so he did warn me in the morning about nicotine withdrawal. So he said he was dealing with that all day, and it made him irritated.
Oh my God. Your vape hormones are up? I'm so sorry, sir.
Yeah, as someone who quit vaping and had nicotine withdrawal, that's not an excuse.
He said the supermarket he went to was a small Italian supermarket and they didn't have personal hygiene products. He said his mother never talked to him about this stuff. He had a past relationship, but it was a short one, and he said that he was never asked to get this before. He said, I didn't know it was an emergency, otherwise I would have gotten it for you with no hesitation. He also admitted that it is not that he's embarrassed, he just feels social anxiety. Then I explained that there's a self-checkout. He said the last time I asked him to get me pads, he was at BJ's, and even though it was his first time, I sent him pictures of what I needed. He felt anxious, but since I said it was an emergency, he got it anyways.
Girly pop.
Okay, man. I think, he called himself an asshole. He should have just been like, okay, I'm sorry, next time I'll get him. Mm-hmm. That's where that can end.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of when it's like, ooh, you know how I get this way, and I'm so sorry, and I was just embarrassed, and I would have done it anyway. Like, it's not helpful, and like...
This may be controversial, but I am a firm believer that if you are with a man who refuses to go get you tampons from the store, or even just give you one out of your bag because maybe you forgot it, you shouldn't be with him. I mean, come on, ladies, we deserve better, especially when we're dealing with that. Now, last night, I went to the store, and for whatever reason, the registers decided to freeze, and I was like, whatever, I'll just get them tomorrow. And my husband this morning washed his truck, decided, hey, I'm going to go get my x-rays, and I'm going to go get your tampons. And I'm like, oh, you don't have to do that. I can do that. You know, don't worry about it. And he's like, no, I can get your tampons. It's literally no big deal. I'm going to be out and about anyways. I know what you're dealing with. And now, mind you, especially if you are having an issue with your period, cramping, bloating, feeling disgusting, just want to sit at home and relax, that's when a man should definitely take care of you. Your man should take care of you. But in my case, like, I don't usually feel like that, but it was just nice knowing that he's willing to do that and I don't have to worry about it, and he would go above and beyond for me without even asking, mind you. That's even better. I didn't even have to ask. He just decided that's what he's going to do. And honestly, like, if your man can't do something as simple as go to the store and buy you a box of tampons, how are you supposed to rely on him in any other type of experience that may be embarrassing? Because, yeah, sometimes periods are embarrassing. I mean, I'm freaking 37, and Lord knows that they still, like, I'm not even gonna go into details. We know, ladies, okay, we know. They still, like, get out of hand, and it's like, seriously, like, how old am I and this is still happening? It happens. But it's like, there's other embarrassing things that could potentially happen in your life that you might need someone to come help you with. And if you can't rely on a man that you are with to help you with just a simple packaged thing that doesn't, not bloody, you're not asking to throw it away after being used, it's just something in a box. How are you supposed to rely on him in something that's even more embarrassing? I mean, shit, when you give birth, sometimes you poop. Is he gonna sit there and make fun of you and, you know, ridicule you and embarrass you for that after you just gave birth to his baby? I'd like to think not. But if a man can't even simply help you in a moment like that, how are you so sure that he's not going to, like, help you in another moment or embarrass you in a moment? Like, it's really not that big a deal, guys. Like, it's 2025. They're tampons. Like, what do you want us to do? And if we don't feel good and we don't want to go to the store, it's really not that hard. To the point where, like, literally my husband is so, like, knows my body almost more than I do, to the point where he could probably go and buy tampons right before my period starts because he knows me that well. If your man does not know you that well and cannot take care of you like that, why are you with him? Honestly, come on. You deserve better. And another thing, to me, I feel like that would be a huge clue if he is willing to honor your vows of in sickness or in health. I mean, heaven forbid something horrible happen and he has to help you get in and out of bed and wipe your butt because, you know, you're unable to. I mean, if he can't even bring you a clean, unopened tampon or even buy them, who's to say he's the person who's going to stick around when something truly life-changing happens and he has to take care of you, like really take care of you? I don't know, just something to think about. I know that my husband would. My now husband would absolutely do that. He practically worships the ground I walk on. And I give him all the love and respect that he deserves so that he gives me all the love and respect that I deserve. And I know for sure if I needed him to go buy me a freaking box of tampons, he would do it. In fact, he's doing it right now.
What happens, yeah, if we're married and I'm on my period, yeah, and I'm in pain and I can't get out of bed and I've run out of pads, I need you to go to the shop and get me the pads. You know what response I got? I'm not going to get that pads for you. Wallahi.
What?
I swear, I'm not kidding you. Wallahi. I will never forget this because I was shocked. I was like, what do you mean you're not going to get, it's just a pad. You're not going to go to the shops and get me pads? No. I don't want to. It's air. Like, why would I get? You should never run out of pads. You should have stuck it up. Like, what is wrong with I was like, okay, I'm always prepared. I'm always organized. Just that one day when I don't have it, are you going to get it? No. He said, I'd rather give you my T-shirt for you to use as a pad.
No way.
Listen.
What is something that men do that lets you know they are insecure about their masculinity?
When a man refuses to buy feminine products for his girlfriend, sister, wife, mother, whatever, just can't do it. Like, we had a ship shopper once that just flat out refused. He texted me and was like, they're out of everything. Really? Really, bro? Or better yet, when they just refuse to have it out in the house, like it has to be hidden in some dark corner of the cabinet because, you know, heaven forbid you think about your significant other or a family member like having a period. Oh my God. So let me show you our house. There's 2 women here and a man, and this is what we do with our feminine stuff. Bathroom number 1. Oh, look at that. Just sitting there, right out there. Bathroom number 2. Technically a little hidden, but, you know, literally just right there. And look, bathroom number 3. And look, any size Diva cup that you might need. Come on, man. It's really not that hard. The bar is set so low. Just buy some chocolate and tampons. It's not that hard.
So are you on team red flag when it comes to this topic, or are you on team I just don't care? If he doesn't want to buy them, he doesn't have to buy them? Y'all get down in the comments and let me know, have y'all ever had a boyfriend or if your husband refused to buy you pads? And let us know how you dealt with it. And like, comment, and subscribe, and I will talk to you ladies later. Bye.
If you made it to the end of this video, then you already know this is a conversation people need to be having. So don't leave quietly. Like this video, comment your thoughts below, share it with somebody who needs to hear it. Every interaction pushes this conversation further into the algorithm and helps this channel grow.
Cause you black my eye, you low down, no good man. I'm gonna tell him how you put a hot fry pan to my face when you didn't like the way that catfish tastes. You know I'd leave you myself.